Are you responsible for the Beaumont children disappearing? For the Beaumont children disappearing? Firstly, I probably should mention that the children disappeared in January the 26th, Australia Day, in 1966. And I've just got Wikipedia here, so that way I can refer to their names when I'm connecting. I don't think it goes into much about it, you know, like they've got prime suspects and everything, but I'm not going to scroll that. Just reading the top bit, it says Jane Nattar Beaumont, born the 10th of September 1956. Anna Kathleen Beaumont, born the 11th of November 1958. Oh, a month before me. Exactly a month before me. Grant Ellis Beaumont, born the 12th of July 1961, collectively known as the Beaumont children, were three Australian siblings who disappeared from Glenelg Beach near Adelaide, South Australia on 26th of January 1966, Australia Day, in a suspected abduction and murder. At the time of their disappearance, they were aged 9, 7 and 4 years, respectively. Police investigations revealed that on the day of their disappearance, several witnesses had seen the children on and near Glenelg Beach in the company of a tall, blonde and thin-faced man with a sun-tan complexion, of thin to athletic build, aged in his mid-30s. Confirmed sightings of the three children occurred at Collie Reserve and Wenzel's Cake Shop on Mosley Street, Glenelg. Oh, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Despite numerous searches, neither the children nor their suspected companion were located. The case attracted widespread police and media attention in Australia and across the globe, quickly attracting numerous suspects, hoaxes and theories. The regular and widespread attention given to the case, its significance in Australian criminal history, and the fact that the mystery of their disappearance has never been explained, has led to the story of continuous public interest. New leads and clues are regularly reported in the case, still regularly headlines print and broadcast media more than half a century on. As of 2018, a $1 million reward was offered for information related to the cold case by the South Australian government. The disappearance is widely credited with causing a change in Australian lifestyles, since parents began to believe that their children could no longer be presumed to be safe when unsupervised in public. So everything changed. Everything, you know, as we know it, changed. But I personally, I'm going to go out of that screen. Just Alright, now we're going to start. Spirit, can you connect with me in regards to the Beaumont children? Bring through the information that is required. Thank you. I want to connect with one of the children. If possible. Okay, so far, I don't know whether this is coming out at the front. Beaumont, Jane, yes, me, hello. Right. Is this Jane? Jane? Can you take me back to the day, Australia Day, when you were at the beach with your brother and sister? See them. I'm hearing them say, who's that man? How did he get you to go with him? He knows your family. Are you sure? Okay. How does he know your family? Jane? Who was talking to him first? Your sister. Okay. What did he say to you? He's mean. Did he say that he's mean? No. Why did you go with him? Because of your brother and sister? Oh. Keep communicating with me, Jane, if you can. You're saying there's two men. Bird of car. But people saw you walking. I suddenly feel fearful. Who is Alan? His friend. Is Alan friendly? Why did they put you in the roof? I felt sick. I might try and set up the other, oh no, the camera will reverse it. I'll just hold it up every now and then. Are you still here? Are you still able to communicate with me, Jane? Are you still here? Jane, communicate with me if you can. What's the last words? My hands hurt. Jane, if I gave you a chance to talk, do you think you would be able to talk? So that way your voice can come through. I can't hear her. I can't feel her. Jane, can you hear me? What's this about? They locked us in the roof. People were knocking at the door, but they tied us up. I'm scared, Karen. Help. I don't know, maybe to keep us quiet. My hands hurt. He is a police person. He told us he has a gun for bad children and will use it. I said I want to go home. God. Rodney came through on a communication with William Terrell. Jane, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. You want to say hello? I'll show you. Hello. You want to say hello? Come here. Oh, you beautiful boy. Here's Oswald. You want to say hello? You want to say, look at me. You want to say hello? Big fluffy tail. Put your bottom in my face. I can't feel her around. Oh, he's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Yeah, he's sweet. When I pat him, after a while, if I stop, he'll tap me, as if to say, "Pat me more." Watch. I'll see if I can show you. Hang on, just move it down a bit. Say hello. Look. He's got one blue eye and one green eye. He's such a big boy. I'll do the spirit box in a minute. I can't feel her around me. Okay. Are you gonna let me do my work? All right. How about we do... Jane, can you hear me? Jane, can you see the cat? Can you see the cat?
Help.
Help.
Jam.
Okay. Jane, is this you? Jane, can you say your name? Can you say your name? Can you say your name, Jane? Jane? Jane. Jane, can you repeat your name, please? Say Jane. Yes, I hear you. Jane? Can you hear me? Jane, I want you to talk through this and let people hear your voice. I'm just going to be back in a second. Jane, can you hear me? You can talk through this so you don't have to write. Can you say hello to everybody? I might try something here, if I can. I'll try to connect it to this device. Can you hear me? Okay, bear with me. Alright. This way we'll be able to rewind it. Can you hear me, Jane? Okay, because I'm using this connected to it. So I can't hold it up or my arm will ache. Jane, can you say your name, please? Just so I know I'm connecting with you. I'm scared for some reason. Jane, can you hear me? I'll just rewind that. Can you hear yourself, Jane? Did you hear Jane? Jane? Can you say your name again? I'm going to rewind that and slow it down. There's 3. Okay, there's 3 children. I'm just going back to normal speed. I heard children. Let me just... Jane, what was that name of that man's friend? Just for clarification. What was the name of that man's friend? Told you I'm tired. Okay, let me just rewind that. Jane, where did they put you? Where did they put you and your siblings? What's going on? Jane, do you want to say where you are? Where is your body? Dead. I'll rewind that. Okay. You know when you said he was like a police person? Why would you say that he was like a police person? Was he in a uniform? Was he in a uniform? Oh God. Oh. Was that your brother? Who yelled out, Mum? Who yelled out, Mum? Who was the one that... We're dead. I'll rewind that. We're dead. All right. Jane, who yelled out "Mum"? Was that your brother? No, they yelled out "Mum." Jane, was that your brother? Did your brother yell out? What's your sister's name for verification? What's your sister's name for verification? Anna. I'll rewind that. Anna. I'll rewind it again so you can hear her. Anna. And it was Anna, as in A-R-N-N-A. Okay. What happened to you? What did they do to you? Do you remember? What did they... Okay, what did he say? I'll rewind that. Why do I say that? Rewind it. Why do you say that? Because Jane, are you aware that what? Are you aware that you are, they said spirit. I'll rewind it. Spirit. So you are aware that you're in spirit. You are aware that you're in spirit, is that right? Can you say yes? Okay. What did they do to you to make you become a spirit? You told me that they tied you. Did they tie you? Have you seen your mum and dad? Saying spirit. Have you all reconnected? Everyone? Okay, I'll rewind that. Everyone. So everyone's together? Everyone's together? Do you want to say the name of the person who did this to you all? Do you want to say the name of the person who did this to you all? What's the name of the person who hurt you? I'll rewind that. There was a name mentioned. Something entire. What was the name? Something entire. I'm going to rewind that again and play it slow. Rewind it. It sounds like entire. Something entire. Entire? No. Can you repeat the name? He's seen us. McIntyre. Is it McIntyre? Is it McIntyre? I just heard. I'll rewind it. McIntyre. They're yelling out McIntyre. I'm going to rewind that again. Listen. McIntyre. It is McIntyre. Okay. Okay. Yes, you can start. Okay. Who is this McIntyre? Who is this McIntyre? Is he a bad man? Is McIntyre a bad man? Yes or no? He's crazy. I'll rewind that. Where's it gone? I just hit 10-second rewind. Does McIntyre have a first name? Rewind that. And slow it down. Rewind it. Down a hole. Listen to this. Down a hole. Where is the hole? Are you down a hole? Hole? Are you down a hole? It holds them. So are there more down this hole? Who's a man? What sinkhole? Is that a sinkhole, is it? Dad? Dad, okay. Is your dad with you? You're all together, I believe, from what you said before. Oh my God, they're yelling out. Here, I'll rewind that. Did you hear that? I'll rewind it again. Dad. All right. Does anyone have any questions you want me to ask? All right. Do you mind if I ask Jane? Did you leave? Did you leave quickly? Did you leave your body quickly? Did you leave your body quickly? Is that man still alive? Is that man McIntyre still alive? Reset it. Is that man McIntyre still alive? I'll rewind that. I thought they said no. No? Okay. I'll rewind it. No. So he died? He's in spirit. Always. Is he in hell? Worse. Worse. Listen to this. Rewind it. Worse. He got worse. Okay, that's good to know. Are you happy now? The children. Is your dad still alive? Dad's with children. I'll rewind that. Slow it down. Okay. Their dad is still alive. Tonya said their dad is still alive. Does she have a message for him? Father, it's me. Listen to this. Rewind it. Father, it's me. I'll rewind it again. Okay. Their dad is alive. Poor man waiting for answers. I couldn't begin to imagine. Were you alive when you went in the hole? I'm going to reset that. Were you alive when you went in the hole? Yes or no? No. I'll rewind that. You know a secret? I'm going to rewind that. What's the secret? What's the secret? Can I know the secret too? What's the secret? Okay, Jane. Those lights, were they moving before? The lights have started moving behind me. Is somebody playing with the lights behind me? Can you make the lights stop moving? Let me get the remote. Where is it? Okay. Okay. Do you want to play with that light again? Can you hear me? I don't know why it's so muffled. Let me try. Okay. Jane. Can you talk through this like you did the other one? Jane, can you hear me? Can you talk again? Try to talk clearly through this. So were you in spirit before you went into that hole? Were you in spirit before you went into the hole? Jane? Jane, were you put in the hole with your brother and sister? Jane? Were you put in the hole with your brother and sister? Were you put in the hole with your brother and sister or in your own? We're together.
Front. Turn on.
What kind of hole is it? Bad. Can I hear from Anna? Anna, do you want to say hello? Anna? Don't know whether the cord is playing up. Anna, do you want to say hello?
Straight.
That's radio rubbish. I'm not getting her. Oh, there we go. Will they find where you are? Do you know if they will ever find where you are?
Spot.
Have they been near you? Like when they've been looking, have they gone past you? Have they gone past you, Jane? Yes. Yes, I'm here. Hang on a minute. Now, for those that don't know, this is a spirit box. There was one person on one of my videos, I think to do with William Terrell or Madeline, I'm not too sure, who said that I was using a walkie-talkie. This is not a walkie-talkie. This is a ITC research device, which you will see when it focuses. No, it's not focusing. ITC research device. You don't have walkie-talkies. But spirit can use anything if they really want to communicate. I don't know why it's so quiet. Man? What's the man's name? Is something stopping you from speaking? Is something or someone stopping you from speaking? Not you. My cat came in meowing. Do you want to give your father a message? Is your father still alive? I'm going to have a look. Wow. Nancy Beaumont was 92 when she passed. Nancy Beaumont, can you communicate at all? Nancy Beaumont. Nancy Beaumont, can you come through? Nancy Beaumont, can you come through? Nancy Beaumont. Nancy, have you discovered who did what they did to your children? Have you discovered who it is? What's the secret? Dad? What's the secret?
Plant.
Hop out of there. Hop out of there. Out. Sorry, my cat. Silly boy. I'm not getting any. Nothing now. Okay, nothing. That Jacinta, as I mentioned, a spirit box is a broken radio. It is not a walkie-talkie or anything like that. It's a broken radio that sweeps across the stations. It allows spirit to use whatever voices are there to be able to project their voice through. And if you listened earlier, there were actually child voices that came through, which was a bit unnerving for me, hearing it through a spirit box. I don't know about you, but it's different when I'm hearing it like a disembodied voice. but hearing it actually come through that, knowing that other people can hear it as well, it sort of does take you back a bit. But besides all that, there will be radio rubbish in these things. This is all part and parcel. I mean, you're using a radio, and I'm a bit concerned because of the fact that they said that they will put in a roof. I'm just going to read the notes that she wrote. Okay. He is a police person. He told us he has a gun for bad children. Now, maybe she thought police carry a gun. So maybe that's why she might think that this person is a policeman, because they've got a gun. I guess, you know, back in those days, the gun laws weren't like they are now. So I guess most people had a gun. She said, I said, I want to go home. I don't know whether it's want or can't, but I'd say it's want, because it's got to go home. They locked us in the roof. People were knocking at the door, but they tied us up. I'm scared, Karen, help. I don't know. I must have asked her a question. Oh, that's right. That's where I said, why did they tie you up? And she said, I don't know, maybe to keep us quiet. My hands hurt. So I was under the impression her hands hurt because of, you know, doing the automatic writing. But it might be that her hands hurt because of the, you know, having to have a rope or something, I assume. She says, yes, a little walk and we got ice cream. Then he took us to his friend's house. I don't like him. Yes, I was scared. Alan, he is his friend. Yes, yes, both until we went inside. So, by memory, I would assume that's where I said, were they nice? You know, were they nice to you? But when you think about it, to lure children away that are told of, you know, don't talk to strangers, that type of thing. I mean, apparently Jane was quite an intelligent little girl. I mean, to catch a bus and with a little 7-year-old and a, how old was the other one? Hang on, go back. 4. The brother was 4 years of age and her sister was 7 and she was 9. That's a lot of responsibility for a child of that age, regardless of what, you know, era they're born into. And she took them on a bus and then was supervising them at a beach. This is like one really mature young lady. So you think about, to lure children to gain their trust, it would be one or two things. Either one, they would be like a policeman, or they would say they're a policeman. They might have said something like, your mother or your father are in trouble. One of the typical excuses that pedophiles use, if you want to put it that way, to try and get the kids to go with them. Buying them, you know, an ice cream, and I believe they had a pie or something. So he might have just said, I'll buy you lunch, you know, and then I'll take you back to the beach, and stopped off. I actually feel that I've got a really sick feeling about this, that it wasn't just like tie them up and then that's it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a pedophile ring behind this. I hope not, but something in my gut is telling me that there's something else going on here. And it feels like it's in some way covered up, like a secret. She said, I've got a secret. I'm sure she wrote boot at the start. Let me have a look. Don't go too deep or sharks will get you. So these were the words that came through. Yes, hot day. Be careful, don't go too deep or sharks will get you. So I don't know whether this is her reflecting on her time at the beach. Grant, yes. Jane, question mark, yes. Me, hello. So this is when she began making contact. Oh yeah, they did say boot of car. I think that's where I said, how do you know, like he was a police person? That has started again. That has started again. Are you wanting to communicate, are you? Alright, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it, I'm going to get you to see. So if it does it again, I'll put it over here. There it is on there. Just in case anyone's saying I'm doing it. All right. Can you make those lights move again? Now there's no timer on this thing. I'll show you what it looks like. That's the thing. There's nowhere where it says timer. It's got on, off, start, stop, music 1, music 2, music 3, flash A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, minus, and I think that's to do with the speed. Yep. So it's not like a timer or anything, just so you know. Can you give us a sign? What I might do is dim the light and then we'll see if we can get them to communicate more. Okay. Do you want to communicate? By moving the lights again, or doing something to let us know that you're here. Now there's my hands and remote sitting right there. Let's wait and see if they'll do it again. Can you do something? You were trying to get our attention. You've got my attention. Do you want to communicate again? Do you want to communicate again? I'm not hearing anyone. You can make those lights move again. I won't touch the remote. I won't turn it off this time. I'll just let you play with the lights if you like the lights moving. What were you saying, Karen, when they did it last time? I can't remember. What is the secret? What is the secret? Do you want to share what the secret is? Spirit, are you here? If any of the Beaumont children are here, it's okay for you to play with that light. You can make the light move again if you prefer. Jane Nata Beaumont. Was it Nata? Ama or Anna Kathleen Beaumont. Grant Ellis Beaumont. Does anyone want to communicate? Are you still scared? Are there any other children with you? I have a feeling there's others. Oh, I feel like there's more than just these 3 kids. I feel like other children have been, I want to say abused. I feel that they were abused. Are there other children with you, Jane? Are there other children that want to communicate? If there are, make those lights move again. Can you make the lights dance? No one's doing anything. Are there other children here? Are there other children here? You can communicate if you want to. Okay, now I've got somebody else here with me. We've got a Joe. Joe, are you here for somebody? Jane, is the abuse the secret? Is the abuse the secret? Let me see if I can zoom out. That is zoomed out. Okay, so I'll just put that there. So you can see the remote sitting there. Is the abuse a secret? Is there something going on that the law knows about? Does somebody in the law, like the police, do they know who is responsible? If they do, make those lights move. Make those lights move about and change colour. Does your dad know who the people are? Or was that man lying that he knew your dad or knew your family? So Jane didn't want to go. Her brother and sister wanted to go because the man said something about he had sweets or there were sweets. And she's saying there were two men, but from what I believe, they wasn't it the someone in the live stream might know, wasn't there like a postman or someone who saw them, but didn't mention any male or man with them? And if they, it is a mystery. I feel like there is definitely something corrupt here. My gut is just telling me there is something that is definitely corrupt, and someone already knows what's going on, but they've not done anything about it. It's like they're letting, I want to say people, there's more than one, there's more than two. Okay, are there three involved in this thing? Are there 4? 5? Six? Are there, you know, I want to say the Freemasons? Do we even have Freemasons in Australia? Let me have a look. I'm going to type it in. Freemasons. Oh my god, there is. It's got Freemasons. When it goes in Google search, like the suggested, Freemasons, Sydney, Australia. I'm going to type Australia. Freemasons, New South Wales and ACT. They were in South Australia. I'm going to put South Australia and see if there's anything that comes up. Something's telling me. South Australia. Freemasons, South Australia and the Northern Territory, Inc. It feels like I didn't hear a Max, I heard an Alan. There was an Alan mentioned, but there was no Max. And saying that they are, look, and here is the controller. Okay, you can play with the lights. I think they're giving me the sign. This is what's going on. So the Freemasons are behind this. Can you show me, can you show me just blue if they are? Can you show me just blue? Can you show me just blue lights if they are? Let's put that back. Put it back. I'm thinking I'll put it. There is another one. Let's stop this. I just noticed there is another one. Start it. But this is a different one. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to stop it. Oh, stop. Okay. There are two here. Because I just looked and there's another one. But that's for something else. Unless it works. I don't know. Let me see if it works on this. Alright. The last time you also said Alan and boot and lights moved. Okay. Is the person behind you being in the new world? Is his name Alan? If his name's Alan, make those lights move again. I hope they don't think that I'm just stopping their fun. So they gave me Freemasons, and is this Alan, is he the McIntyre? Is he the McIntyre that you were referring to? Alan McIntyre. Alan McIntyre. I get a feeling that it's something to do with Alan McIntyre and Freemasons. Alan McIntyre. If there is, oh my God. Now look at this. No. Can you do that again? You're playing with my phone. I'm getting notifications for Outlook. I'll go back. So Alan McIntyre is a Freemason. Is he behind what happened to you? Did he do something to you? If Alan, is his name Alan McIntyre? Let's put that down. No. Now it's back to where it was. Because I just thought I'd... Can you touch my phone again? They replied with no. What did I ask? Did Alan know your dad? Did Alan know your dad? Give me a sign. If it's easier for you to give me a sign, give me a sign. Either make the lights move about again or make my phone do what it did. There's also up there a light you can turn on if you push the button. Move my big head. Can you push the button on the light up there and make that come on? There's a button right in the middle. Come on, give me a sign. You were communicating with me really well and... Okay. Are there other children that these people also hurt? Because I feel like you weren't the only ones. Is that right? Is that right? There were others? I need a sign from you. I'm waiting. Is part of the part of your being taken connected with pedophiles? I'm not sure if you know what pedophiles are. Maybe your mother can tell me. I just heard yes. And a male just said, I want the child. Who's the male around me? Make something move. I can feel you, and I heard you say, I want the child. Who are you? Can you make my phone go the way it did before, if this is you? Are you pretending to be a child? Give me a sign. I want you to give me a sign now. Slide it in 6. I want a sign. Are you responsible for the Beaumont children disappearing? For the Beaumont children disappearing?